Good afternoon, babes. It's Curly's Victoria. I have been sitting in my car for the last 45 minutes to an hour. If anybody's in their house and they're watching me, they're probably like, girl, why you haven't got out the car? Anyway, I wanted to make this video because I think that it's important to make the video that I want to make, but it's okay to start over. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it is okay to start over. Let me say that again. It's okay to start over. I'm going to say it again. It's okay to start over. Oftentimes we find that starting over is a bad thing. And the truth of the matter is, starting over could have so many benefits. And I know you thinking, girl, what? You know how many times I've had to start over? We got to start over by living in a new spot. We got to start over by living in a new state. We have to start over by rebranding, relaunching, re-strategizing, re-something, right? Starting over is not always a bad thing. Starting over a lot of times can allow us to catch where we were inconsistent. It can allow us to catch where we weren't being as disciplined. It can allow us to catch things that we never even knew that we needed to catch or would catch by not starting over. So at the end of the day, I said I wanted to make this video so that people can understand that it's okay when things don't work out the way that you want them to work out. In fact, it's going to build character. It's going to put you in a position where you'll be a little better off than you were when you started. But you have to be willing to start over. Oftentimes, you can make a decision to start over, and sometimes you're forced to start over. We see it all the time. Somebody loses a job, and everything they worked for goes out of the window. They have to start from scratch. They have to start over. Now, is that considered a bad thing? At the time, it could feel like, dang, why do I have to do this? Why is all this stuff crashing down and happening at the same time? Why can't I get what I want without it being a problem? And we start questioning all these different things. But if you just take the time to realize that starting over is not necessarily a bad thing, you'll get a lot further. I think we have to start finding the positive in our negative situations, because that's really what's going to carry you. If you have a negative situation, you have a negative something that you're going through, and you continue to think negatively about the negative situation, don't you know that a negative is going to be the negative outcome, right? But if we look at it as a positive situation out of a negative situation, and our thoughts begin to think positive and our actions begin to positively flow with the thoughts, then don't you think the negative situation is going to quickly turn itself around to be positive because it has no choice? Sorry, y'all. I'm still a little nasally and stuff. But in the end of the day, that positive is definitely going to change the dynamics of everything else. It's going to change the trajectory of the path in which you're on. So you have to change your mind. When you change your mindset, when you change your outlook, your perspective on things, you will see life and things in a much better perspective that way when it's positive than you would see it with the negative one. If it takes the same energy to be negative versus being positive, why not be positive? Sorry, y'all. I know I sound like somebody's snotty-nosed little kid. Thankfully, it's just me. I don't have anybody in my car. The germs, I got on the AC, so it's blowing cold, so I feel like cold AC helps with germs, even though it's also probably stuffing me up, but I got to keep the atmosphere germ free. However, if you think positively, positivity is going to literally be your lead. But like I said, why would I want to sit here and harbor all of these negative feelings and harbor all of these things that are going to negatively affect me when I could just adopt a positive mindset to positively affect me? It's all about your mindset. If you think, oh, I'm not going to be successful, guess what, baby? You're not going to be successful. That one don't take a rocket scientist. If you sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to reach my following that I want to reach on this platform for whatever. I'm not going to hit my 1K on YouTube because, even though I know that that's one of the requirements that I need to meet so that I can get, my credentials to be YouTube monetized. Or I need to get this many views for my monetization. I'm not going to get that. If you keep saying that you're not going to get that and you start believing that you're not going to get that, you're not going to get that. I've been manifesting that I'm going to hit 1K. I've been manifesting that I'm, you know, and it's not just the fact that I'm manifesting it, putting it out there and things like that. I'm doing the work. I'm making the videos. I'm posting the content. I'm on my Instagram. I'm promoting myself. When my content's getting 0 likes, 1 share, all of this type of thing, I'm promoting myself. There's times where my reels might get 100 views. There's times where I got reels that got 5,000 views. So in the end of the day, it's about the consistency of the person. You know what I mean? Algorithms are going to work the way that they work, but you just can't stop working the way you work. You know? So for me, it's like, no, I'm going to post the content. I'm going to continue to be consistent. I'm going to continue to do the things that I said that I need to do that are necessary for me to grow in the manner that I need to grow. If I'm sitting here and I'm constantly just feeling like, oh, this is what I want to do, but I'm truly not going to stick to it. I'm going to be inconsistent, but I expect consistent results. You're not getting consistent results. Newsflash. I don't know who needs to hear this, but baby, you're not getting results from... I understand going for a walk, but he walking with no shoes on. Baby, no sir. There's nails, there's broken fragments of glass. Baby, that's not staph infection, all that. So in the end of the day, it's almost like you can do what it is that you need to do, or you could do what it is that you feel like, oh, I'm not going to do this because X, Y, and Z, or I think that, you know, oh, I'm just not where I need to be, so there's no way that I can be consistent. Sorry, my storage filled up. But if you think like that, then that's what it's going to be. Like, your thoughts, you give power to what you give to your thought. Like, what you're thinking, you can fuel it either in a positive way, a negative way. And the end of the day, it's going to be up to you as to how you move with that decision. So if you want to be inconsistent, you're going to get inconsistent results. If you want to lack discipline, the lack of discipline is what you're going to get. It does not take like somebody to be like, oh, you know, oh, I'm inconsistent, or oh, I'm not disciplined, or oh, I'm not this, or I'm not that, and think that you're going to get different results. You're not going to get different results if that's the way that you think. Your mind have the power that it has. Your mind has the ability to think through through so many different ways. So in the end of the day, think how you think, be who you are, because you're not going to get too far if you're thinking a negative mindset is going to carry you, because baby, it won't. And I'm here to tell you that. So boss up, be the better version of yourself. What you want exists. Don't let nobody tell you anything differently. Set the goals, do the work, put in the time. Oftentimes we don't get the things that we desire. We don't get the things that we want because we're not putting in the work. We're not putting in the time. And we're making all these excuses as to why we can't be the better version of ourselves. We're making all these excuses why we can't get the things that we want. And the truth of the matter is, you're just not being consistent. You're not being disciplined. And by not doing those things, you're not going to get the results that you want to get. So I am rooting for you. I can't speak for other people, but I want you to bet on yourself, and I want you to root for yourself the way that I'm feeling to bet and root on you. You know what I mean? I'm betting on you. I'm rooting for you. Bet on yourself heavier than I'm willing to place a bet on you. You know, because I believe in you. I believe in the people who are watching my channel. I believe in you who comment and say different things on my channel. I believe in you. So believe in you too. And I'm pretty sure you're going to start getting the results that you want and desire and deserve. But if you're not putting in the work, I don't know how many times I got to repeat myself through this video, you're not going to get the results. Put in the work. Stop being lazy. Stop depending on everybody to do the things that need to be done, that should be done by you, because it's just not going to work out.